Alright, I'm remaking Step 8. I'm going to use the OnTriggerEnter function instead of the OnCollisionEnter. So we're going to go ahead and just want to show you how I got to this point where everything's working. I'll just play it. And so when I shoot, I take out the enemy takes out me, and then you can't see it, it's off the screen. I have a little debug log that says game over down on the bottom down here. Anyway, so just want to show you then to make sure, because some people are having trouble getting the on trigger. So what I chose to do, rather than putting it on the bullet, you'll notice I just have destroy out of bounds in the move, but I don't on both bullets. I do not have the destroy. Instead, I chose to do that on the ships, and then I also did it on the shields here. So I'm going to go to the prefab of the ship, and I'll show you. Here it is, enemy collision detect, and for the player ship, oops, it's not here. This one's out in the hierarchy. Player detect collision. So I've got enemy detect and player detect collision, two different scripts. So I want to show those to you. I don't know if I put it, yeah, player detect collision. So let's go to the scripts. Let's first look at player detect collision. And it's pretty simple. I deleted everything else, like the on start and update methods, and I just have this one, void on collision enter. Oh, I guess I did leave this one as on collision enter. Anyway, on the other one I have on trigger enter. And so what's going on here is it's creating this variable COL for collision. I just chose to use COL for collision, and then it's saying, and it stores the data that what it collided with. It says, okay, so what it collided with, if the tag is bullet, let me go back. So I have in my prefabs bullet. If I double click, it's got a tag bullet. And if you don't have that option, because I didn't either, I had to hit add tag. I just hit the plus sign and I added a bullet tag. And enemy bullet tag. So once they have their tags, then we can use that code. This code that says, because this is applied to the player, when the bullet gets shot out, I don't want the bullet destroying my object, my player. So that's why I said if it's not the tag bullet, then destroy. Destroy the other object that you hit and yourself, the game object. Alright, so that's it for the player detect, and then the enemy collect. Let's see here. Well, first, since it's, yeah, where's the enemy? Enemy collision. I guess I didn't have it turned on. Okay, so enemy collision detect. Exact same, except now it's enemy bullet, right? But for some reason, I must have not changed the other one. This one says on trigger enter. So I guess it works with both, but here's the key. On the last video, I told you guys to turn off, and that was wrong. That was incorrect. Turn off these. So right now I have the player turned off, trigger. Let's see here. I want to go back to the enemy prefab. The enemy's triggered, in my case, and the bullets prefabs are both triggers turned on. There we are, the trigger. So the only one that I don't have triggered is my player. That's why I must have used the on collision. Okay, sorry about that. So there it is, player detect. I used on collision because I had that dechecked. That's all right. All right, so basically by destroying the other, then I have no code, no destroy detect collision to destroy on either of the bullets. It's just on the player and on the enemy. And So for example, when it's on the enemy, if the tag is enemy bullet, then it won't destroy the enemy. Only other objects that hit the enemy. And then I've got a shield collision detection. Basically doing the same thing, same code. But I don't have to do any if statements because with the shield, I just want anything that hits them to destroy them. I just created some cubes, and then I added a one of the mesh materials. I added this one, the green material like grass. So I just created a cube by doing a right mouse click, 3D object, cube. But first I did the shield. I created the shield by saying create empty object, named it shield, and then underneath the shield as a child of, I created all the cubes and placed them where I wanted them on the screen. Alright, so that's it.